Today, we are going to learn 5 common spoken English mistakes. Remember, the purpose isn't to make fun of anyone. Even fluent speakers make mistakes while speaking. So let's learn from them.
I might approach a particular situation if I was in her shoes, and if I was in her shoes, if I was there, if I was there, if I was here watching this, if I was here watching this.
If I was in her shoes. The correct sentence is, if I were in her shoes. But why? Let's understand it in a very simple way. Sometimes, we are talking about something that is not real. We're only imagining it. For example, I'm not a bird, but I can imagine. If I were a bird, I would fly around the world. Am I really a bird? No, it's just my imagination. Whenever we are talking about an imaginary situation, English uses were, not was. More examples. If I were a millionaire. If I were the prime minister. If I were in your place. If I were in her shoes. All of these are imaginary situations. So remember the simple trick. Real situation was, I was tired yesterday. Imaginary situation, were, if I were rich. Easy.
I'll have to go and look at it few more times. There are few films. I've seen few traits like that. We know that there are few points.
Now listen to this. There are few films. At first, this sounds okay. But here's the interesting part. The tiny word, a, completely changes the meaning. Let's see how. Few means almost none. Imagine your teacher asks, how many students finished the homework? You answer, few students finished it. That means almost nobody finished it. Now let's add one small letter. A few. A few means some. Maybe 3, maybe 5, maybe 10. Not many, but still some. For example, there are a few films I really like. That means you like some films. Let's compare them. Few friends. Almost no friends. A few friends. Some friends. Few chances. Almost no chances. A few chances. Some chances. See, one small letter. A huge difference in meaning.
For me, National Award is directly connected to the sari thing.
Listen to this. For me, National Award is directly connected to the sari thing. A more natural sentence is, for me, the National Award is directly connected to the sari thing. Why do we add the? Imagine there are many awards. Filmfare Award, Oscar, National Award, State Award. When we are talking about one specific award that everyone knows, we usually use the. It's like pointing at something specific. Examples: the National Award, the Oscar, the Nobel Prize. But if we are talking about awards in general, we don't always need the. So remember, specific award, use the.
I think getting into a role is a little more easier compared to getting out of it.
Here's another one. Getting into a role is a little more easier. Can you spot the mistake? The word easier already means more easy. So saying more easier is like saying more easy. That's repeating the comparison twice. Think of it like this. Easy, easier, easiest. We already have the word easier. So we don't need more. Just like more better, better, more faster, faster, more stronger, stronger. The same rule applies here. Just say, it's a little easier.
I think the most number of women in the set,
Listen to this. The most number of women on the set. Native speakers usually say, the highest number of women on the set. Why? Because we are talking about how many people there are. When talking about numbers or quantities, English normally uses highest number, not most number. Examples: the highest number of students passed, the highest number of votes, the highest number of women. You'll hear this much more often in natural English. So whenever you are talking about a count, remember highest number, not most number. Nobody speaks perfect English all the time. The important thing is to notice these mistakes, understand why they're wrong, and slowly replace them with the correct forms. That's how your spoken English becomes natural and confident.